make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail. People have talked about Akon's comments last few days. So I'm just gonna make a statement or thing about why some of us don't embrace Africa. Uh, so let's start with being complimentary. Everybody who I've ever known who's went to Africa said they had a great time. It was wonderful. It was a beautiful experience, beautiful place, beautiful land, beautiful people. Um, Sometimes the issue is the people who are from Africa that are in the America or the UK. Some of those type of people kind of rub us Black Americans the wrong way in their disrespect of Black Americans. And what it does is it makes people hesitant to go and embrace Africa. Because if you came over here and you acting like this, if I go over there, it's just like if I go over there, I'm not going to deal with that. And like I said, the people that I know who've been to Africa enjoy the people. They love it. They love the people. They'll tell you the people that come here and cut up and the people that they see on a day-to-day basis, they're not the same people. So it's like, oh, okay, all right. Now, another thing is we don't necessarily embrace Africa because Africa keeps telling us to come home. Come home, come home. And at the same time, we're so accustomed to African telling us we don't know our culture and we don't know where we're from. It's like, I'm not going to take an invite to come home from people who tell me, y'all don't know where home is anyways. It's like, yeah, I know home is here. You know what I'm saying? We've been here for hundreds of years. So this is where home is to us, just naturally. And, the thing about that is, it doesn't come off well at times because even when folks say come home, it's like, come home. So you mean to tell me our people sold us to white people who, who treated us as chattel slaves. And we went from slavery to middle class, like generally being in the middle class by now, in hundreds of years span, right? And what we're supposed to do is buy a plane ticket and take our life savings and fly back to Africa and build in Africa with the, with the money of our blood, sweat, and tears here. And we don't see Africans coming to America, making money and going back to Africa and staying. We don't even see that. So when you going back? I ain't going back. And I was climbing with my aunt once. So my aunt went to Ghana, and she was like, she's like, so you gonna go? You should go to Ghana. And I was like, nope. She's like, why not? I said, you think I'm gonna fly to Africa, fly to Ghana, and let them take me on a tourist trip about, the castles where our ancestors got sold by our own Black people and gave to white people and shipped off. This is where we sold you from and said peace to you. Like, I'm rich. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I ain't doing it. And my aunt laughed. She was like, you know what? I didn't think about it, but that's exactly what I did when I went there. I went to see, I had to pay them, to go see a castle where they sold me from. Like, she said, you know what? Okay, maybe you're not going. I was like, yeah. So it's like, maybe Central Africa, East Africa, maybe even South Africa, but West, it's just kind of, for me, I would say. The other thing, and, when people say, embrace Africa, come here and build here, if I'm not mistaken, we even if we came back and we were loved and welcome, we're still technically foreigners. So it's like we can't necessarily buy land and create quote unquote generational wealth for. Say if I brought my family there and we bought land and it's basically a 99-year lease because I'm black and I'm an American, so I'm not really African, but you asked me to come home. So my grandkids, or my great grandkids can't live there. Because that's 99 years, you got to give it back. And it's like, so if we came in mass, that's what happened. We'll help, we'll bring our hard work, our blood, sweat, and tears, the money that we've earned and over the years, we'll bring it all to Africa, we'll build in Africa, and then, it's like, yeah, we together. And then by the time we pass away, or a quarter century after we die per se, or and our great grandkids, it's time for them to have an inheritance. Oh no, your family was Americans. This goes back to Africa. You're not really from here. It's like in the subsequent thing where you see white people staying and they own the land forever. So I think even with the Asians that came now, they just go own that land through perpetuity. And it's like so we are the ones that y'all gonna play this 99 years game with. I can't embrace that. I just can't do it. And ultimately, I think the other thing that's probably an issue is disrespect in the sense of the disrespect is too nonchalant. It's too like, yeah, whatever. It's like, if I'm already getting disrespected in the United States and I fly halfway across the world to go to another country, and it's still it kind of comes off as, I hate to say this way, but sometimes people here, and using Akon as a reference, in some ways make it sound like, you know what, we don't need you, but we need you. And if you come because we don't need you, but we need you, and you fix the situation that we don't need you for, but we need you, after we get what we want, we can just act like we ain't need you no way. It's like, no, I'm not cool with that. I'm not signing up for that. And it's like, well, because I think it should be in reverse. If you got the land and you got the resources, and the history of how we got here from there, and you don't even build. It looks though you're not even building or lifting a finger to say, you know what, we got to do something for y'all to bring y'all back because we did something to get y'all there. It looks like, we had to do the heavy lifting here, and then we got to go there and do the heavy lifting for ourselves. So we got to pick ourselves up from our bootstraps, from the white people in America and the African people in Africa. And it's like, no deal, So that's what I think about it. I mean, if you think, tell me your opinion, about what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.